Hi, today we're going to be learning about teaching strategies for students with learning disabilities. The first strategy we're going to be learning about is the direct instruction approach. The direct instruction approach is just basically a strategy where the teacher is in front of the students presenting the new information or material. With this approach comes 6 steps: introduction, presenting new material, guided practice, feedback, independent practice, and evaluation or review. In the introduction, the teacher is just basically introducing the new material, just giving them a warm-up. For presenting new material is where the students are getting lectured by the teachers on the new content and material. For guided practice is where the teacher is working with the students in class on assignments just to see how they're doing. Feedback is where the teacher is giving the students feedback on exactly how they did on the guided practice and the assignments they did in class, just so they know exactly what they're doing right or wrong. For independent practice is where the students are taking homework to do by themselves or quizzes and tests. Evaluation and review is where the teachers are giving back grades to show the students exactly how they did overall on the unit for the material. For a direct instruction approach, this can include reviewing the material from before, group work, or even projects. What works and what doesn't work for the direct instruction approach? Why does it work? It works because the students know exactly where they're at. They can see exactly what they're doing wrong and right, so it can be corrected. Also, for students with learning disabilities, they often have a poor social skills. Doing group work in class can give them a little boost that they need to talk to the students around them and their peers. What doesn't work? For students with learning disabilities, they often have a short attention span. With class having the same structure every day can get a little repetitive. This can lose the focus of the students. The next strategy we're going to be talking about is strategy instruction approach. The strategy instruction approach shows students how to learn something they need to know. This can include taking notes or asking questions. This basically just helps them to remember and put to use the things that they've learned in class. With the strategy instruction approach comes 2 different types: cognitive and metacognitive. Metacognitive is basically taking notes, studying, making outlines for paper or responses, how to use certain things like number lines, or how to remember what elements are in molecules. Metacognitive is all about yourself, self-assessment, self-instruction, self-monitoring, etc. What works and what doesn't work? For the strategy instruction approach, it works because the students learn how to execute things correctly. This means less worry and less pressure on themselves when it comes to quizzes or exams. This strategy will help the students remember the steps that comes along with solving problems and what exactly they need to do to execute those steps correctly. What doesn't work? With this approach comes the different teachers teaching this approach. That means different techniques, which can be very overwhelming and confusing for the students. These multiple teachers will have to work together if they want to make this successful. For instance, let's look at the strategy instruction approach. This is Nick. Nick is in 6th grade, and he is in English class, and Nick has a learning disability. With his learning disability comes with him struggling to write. Nick has to write his first paper. His first paper comes with an outline. What his teacher will first do, if she was using the strategy instruction approach, is teaching them how to outline their paper, how to write their paper. That comes with the introduction, the body paragraphs, which includes your topic paragraphs, and your conclusion. Teaching them this before they even learned how to write the paper will make it very easy for them to succeed, which means a great grade on the paper. And that's all we have today for teaching strategies for students with learning disabilities. Have a great day.